Millennials aren't screwed. Let me explain what I mean. I'm a millennial. I work for myself. I had a desk job for 10 years and I made a lot of stupid financial decisions. I hear on the news all the time, millennials are screwed. We're screwed. We're never going to be able to get a house. We can't get ahead in life. We can hardly have kids. We're not totally screwed. Let me take you on a journey. Okay, this is like the typical millennial journey. I did all of these things myself. You start off, you go to college. You're 18 years old, you sign a bunch of student loan papers, and for the next 4 years, you're signing student loan papers. Somewhere in there, you get a credit card because someone told you that you need to build up your credit. So, all right, great. You start a credit card so that you can have a credit score. Well, that credit card feels a little bit like free money, and you really want beer or whatever it is on the weekends. So you put a little on your credit card and you vow, I will pay it later. Don't worry. When I get a job, I'm going to pay this thing off. See how that grew? So then you graduate from college, you have a little bit of credit card debt, and you have a bunch of student loans, but you don't really realize how many student loans they are or how much they are until later. So you get out of college, and most people get some sort of job within 6 months. So you get a job, and to get to that job, you need a car. So what do? You call your parents. What do I do? How do I get a car? So if you don't have one already, your parents take you down to the car dealership and you sign on that dotted red line. Now, you see, your student loans haven't come due yet. You're not paying on them yet. So you don't know how deep your hole is at this moment in time. So you've signed on the dotted line. You now have a car payment. You now have a bunch of car debt. And all of a sudden, within a couple months here, your student loan payments come due. So you're working your first job out of college, making crap money. You get a bunch of student loan payments that are coming due. You have a car payment and you have credit card debt. Imagine, like that's how that works. That's how it worked for me, right? So then you're going on with your life and you're thinking, oh man, I'm screwed. Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm making terrible money. And what do I do here? Well, a lot of people opted in to go get a master's degree or a PhD. They put their student loans on deferment and thought, if I get this higher degree, I'm going to be able to pay all of my debt off faster. So, okay, they go in, and before they know it, within a couple of years, they're out, 2-3 years, they're out, they have this advanced degree, and over $100,000 of student loan payments. They meet someone, they decide they want to get married, and so they do, right? And they take out a little personal loan to pay for the wedding, and before you know it, you have hundreds of thousands of dollars of debt and no assets to your name. You've barely held a job, but you have this advanced degree, so you think, okay, great. Well, I've done everything right. I've done what people told me to do. So now I'm going to get this great job, and I'm going to be able to maintain my payments. I hear this all the time. This is nothing new. And so you and your new spouse have doubled your debt because you've combined your debt. And you have these new jobs, you start realizing that your payments are really high. They're keeping you back. You want to have children. You're getting a little older now. You want to have children and you realize, okay, well, daycare costs a lot of money too. So how do I afford this? What do I do? And you start climbing that career ladder thinking, okay, I'm just going to keep doing what people told me to do. This worked out for them. It's going to work out for me. It's going to be fine. So you start climbing that career ladder and you get a little over, you overindulge yourself. You think, I'm successful now. I should act like I'm successful. So you get a better car, you trade that thing in. You start eating out a little bit more often. Everybody else is paying $12 for a salad at lunch, so I'm going to do the same thing as them. And you start spending a lot more money than you have. You dig yourself deeper and deeper and deeper into credit card debt, into other debt. You're on income-based repayment plans for your student loans, and you don't realize those are interest only or even below what your interest payments should be. So those student loans start growing and growing, and you're now in your 30s. You don't know what to do anymore. You're growing out of your house. You've had your first child. You're barely making those daycare payments. And what do? Well, I'm here to tell you, millennials are not screwed. You're not screwed. Yeah, you've been given a crap hand. You have a lot of debt to your name. You're not starting from the same place as your parents, but you're acting like your parents did when they were 25 years into their career. You can't do that. So let's pull back. Let's understand that you've been walking down Spender Street, spending money that you don't have yet, to have a lifestyle you thought you deserved. That's not how to win in this life. That's not how these financial systems work. The systems in the United States are built up to take advantage of you. Let me say that again. The systems in the United States, these financial systems, are set up to take advantage of you. You might be the smartest person in the room. You might be the smartest person in your company, in your team. But I'll tell you what, the financial system hires the smartest people in the world. And they are built to take advantage of you. You have been had. So turn around. Let's walk right back down Spender Street and start walking down Saver Street. There are some long-term financial frameworks, some financial pillars that will get you out of debt and will get you to a place where you don't have student loan debt anymore. You don't have credit card payments anymore. You don't have to pay all of this interest on whatever you bought along the way. All of that interest, that's your retirement. That is what you should be saving for retirement, not paying to a CEO of a bank. Stop funding their second, third, fourth home. Stop funding Jeff Bezos and start funding your retirement. So turn around, take a step away from what you're doing, take a step away from the grind, and really look at your life. Look at what you're doing. Realize that you have been trading away your security, your financial security, for the momentary pleasure of a $12 salad. No, it's not that simple. Yeah, I know. I can hear you. It's not that simple. It is a lot more complicated. So come talk to me. Let's get this done. Let's figure it out. Let's get you out of debt. Let's get you into a life of financial security. I've done it hundreds of times over. I've done it with lots of people. I've done it myself. We don't even have a mortgage payment anymore. Okay, you can do this too. You can get there. Millennials aren't screwed. You're going to be fine. All you need to do is learn how. I have a free budgeting course. In there are the steps to financial security. I give all of that away for free so that when you need the support, when you need the motivation, the inspiration, the accountability to get through the hard steps, this is hard. Changing your life is hard. So when you get to a place where you know it's worth it, but you don't have the motivation and the momentum to get you there, you come join a group, and that's fine. Or do coaching one-on-one. That's fine too. So that you can get from where you are now with all of those payments that should be your retirement savings, all of those payments, to a life where you are building a financial foundation for your future. So come join me. Visit saverstreet.com. I'm happy to help you. I'm happy to see you succeed. That's all I want. I'm not sponsored by anyone else. I'm in business for myself now. So come help me help you. You're not screwed. You can do this. I believe in you, millennial. I'm one of you too. Let's dig ourselves out of this hole. Let's dig you out of this hole. See you soon.